Hello. I hope we're live. We're supposed to be live right now. I'm going to just do a little double check here and make sure. Oh, we are. All right. We did it, Michelle. Step one. Done. Okay. Welcome, everybody. My name's Kim Casey, and this is our Opportunity Knocks with Zyia business opportunity presentation, for lack of a better term. We'll call it what it is. We absolutely love what we do. We love sharing it with people. And we are so excited to share with you tonight. And I am really excited because I'm joined tonight by my friend. And actually, Michelle is my first Canadian friend as well. So you have like a lot of titles in my world, Michelle.
Wow.
I feel like we're so lucky to have Michelle on tonight's call with us because she's one of our pioneers in the Canada market. She's one of our very first Zyia reps in their entire country, which I think is just incredible. So it's a fresh perspective to have on this call with us tonight for you guys to hear a little bit more about the business that we run both in the US and in Canada. So we've kind of just been with Zyia a few months ourselves, to be honest. I started October 1st. Michelle joined us in January, and we are both having a blast. We both have a level of experience in sales, and I'm guessing quite a few of you are also no stranger to the direct sales industry, right? It's probably no surprise to you that this is an incredibly flexible field. It's an incredibly rewarding field. I can't really think of anything else that you could work around. For instance, I work it around a couple of really busy kiddos. Michelle works it around a full-time business coaching career. Like, we have all of these other things that we're able to work our businesses around. And I think that's got to be one of the most unique and amazing things about our industry. Now, I also think that there's a lot of companies out there, right? So you have to really do your homework when you're choosing the place where you want to build your business and the place where you might want to grow roots in terms of running your own business. And that is what we're hoping to kind of help you with tonight, is kind of picking through the information and the details to help you determine whether or not Zyia might be a place for you to make that happen. So we're actually going to cover 4 different aspects of our business with you tonight. That includes the product, the market and the timing, leadership and support, and then our compensation plan. So we'll kind of walk through those categories. Michelle and I will kind of tag team that and share with you. And then we'll explain the next steps. If you're ready to rock and roll, if you decide Zyia might be your home in terms of building your business, then we'll tell you exactly what comes next. Okay, so let's get started then. First things first, we are going to talk about the product. I'm going to share with you a little bit about probably my favorite part of this business. I love our product. I really don't know anybody who's been exposed to our product yet who doesn't love our product. Many of you have probably already, either seen it at a party or ordered something from an online event or maybe a pop-up shop. So you're probably familiar with the fact that we have an incredibly high quality and trendy activewear and leisure wear line. Okay. If you have not yet touched the product, then actually Michelle and I can both attest to the fact that sometimes people join before they touch the product, because we actually both did that.
Yep.
It's kind of funny that we both did that, isn't it? Yeah. But maybe you already love activewear. Maybe you are like a workout junkie or a gym junkie, or maybe at least you get up every morning and put on clothes looking like you're headed to the gym that day. If you own more leggings than jeans, if people in your life are always thinking of you as that like active person who's always, we kind of call it like the wardrobe of our generation, right? The uniform of our generation. Like, there's so many who are just constantly in their athleisure wear. So if I'm describing you at all, then there's a good sign that Zyia could be for you. But it's way more than just women's clothing. Our line consists of men's clothing, kids' clothing, accessories. You guys, a little birdie told me that we will be launching swimwear this spring going into the summer, which is going to just be an incredible new market for us. So while we are activewear and leisure wear, we're so much more for so many people. And what's really unique about us is we use a lot of the same manufacturers as big names like Lululemon or Nike. But because we're direct to consumer, we're able to offer our product at a more affordable price. So you're getting that same incredible quality, but I can't even tell you guys how often I'm at a party or an event and somebody says to me, Kim, these are just like my Lulu leggings, but they're so much cheaper. Now, that's not to say that Lulu and Athleta don't have the most amazing products, because they truly do. It's just really cool that we're able to be, hey, look at what we have. And look, you can save a few bucks going this route. So if you're kind of in the market for diversifying your options, if you're in the market for saving a little money, then Zyia seems to be a great option for people. We're also kind of boutique style shopping, for lack of a better term. And what this means is we don't always have every item in every size, which actually makes us really special. Every single Wednesday, we launch new products. It's so exciting. It's anywhere from sometimes it's 3 things, sometimes it's as many as 10 things. But oftentimes these products that we're dropping on Wednesdays on our new product release day are limited edition. So when they're gone, they're gone. It's fun, it's exciting, it's fresh. We always have something brand new to offer our customers. It's so much fun to hop on my customer group on a Wednesday and say, okay, here's what it is, and to just let everybody go for it. It's really, really neat. Additionally, we are the only activewear apparel company in the direct sales space to our knowledge. If you think about it, there's LuLaRoe and Stella and Dot, Cabby. There's a few other clothing companies, but there's really nobody out there focusing on activewear. So what that actually does is it makes us really unique to our hosts. I can tell you, in the almost 6 months I've been doing this, I haven't had any shortage of people who want to host events, either online or in person, because people are genuinely excited about getting the product for free and half price and sharing it with their friends who they know are going to love it too. And I think that's kind of the final thing I want to mention is it's just a really fun and simple item to share with people. It's pretty self-explanatory. You wear the clothes, right? But it's also cool because there's a motivational piece to it. And a lot of women who are looking for activewear are looking for activewear because they want to lead a healthy lifestyle and they want to get into the gym or into their workout routine. And I didn't put much weight in this at first, but what I've definitely learned is the value in how a woman feels when she puts on something that makes her feel better. It just makes getting to the gym a little easier. It makes it a little more fun. It makes it a little more exciting. It builds up our confidence, and that's actually really, really powerful. So I think I've covered the product, and now I'm going to let Michelle take it away and talk to us a little bit about timing.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks, Kim. Yeah, I mean, there's so much in life that is just about timing. And honestly, I bashfully will kind of laugh at myself when I think about the first time that Kim had reached out to me. Honestly, everything she said sounded amazing. And I knew I wanted to say yes. Yeah, sign me up. This sounds great. But for some ridiculous reason, I needed to say, oh, let me think about it. I don't know if I was playing cool or what. I don't know what it was. But now I think back and I think, man, I could have been in a week earlier. And you're kind of thinking like a week, who cares? It's a week. But honestly, in a market that is moving as quickly as athleisure wear is, 1 week is something to consider. I am not a numbers girl at all, but I do understand the power of them. And I wish, quite frankly, that I would have been smart enough to ask a billion questions about commissions and the background and all of that kind of stuff. But honestly, none of it would have changed my mind. In fact, everything that I should have asked and I have now learned the answers to has only solidified my decision that this was the right place for me to go. So I am one of those people. I lead with my heart always. I trust my gut. And even on the rare occasion that I let my brain take control, it doesn't take any great brilliance to realize that athleisure wear is a hot, hot, hot market. You know, everyone's wearing it, men, women, kiddos, young, old. Everybody's into comfort these days, but we also are not going to sacrifice style. And that was honestly a huge tipping point for me. You know, even those super smart, sciencey math dudes at Morgan Stanley agree, you know, they project that US athleisure market is going to grow 864% from 10 billion in 2016 to 381 billion. That's a B. $381 billion by 2020. So I don't know about you, but I want a piece of that pie. So, and why, you know, why Zyia in that market? Honestly, again, it's because of the numbers. We have to sort of take a look at, in this kind of a sales model, it makes sense. You have to play the numbers to some degree. And to say Zyia has about 6,000 reps, I think, nationwide. We've just celebrated our 2nd-year birthday, and we just officially launched in Canada. I think 6 weeks ago, Kim? Like, it was so soon.
Yeah, it hasn't been long.
Yeah, so I mean, we're now at about 500 reps in 6 weeks, which to me, that's amazing. That just tells you how much we're growing. This is a completely new marketplace, and there is so much room to grow. And so, and if you think about some of the ladies who are pioneering this for us in the US market are making $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a month today, which is incredible. So literally in my first month, honestly, without even knowing what the heck I was doing, on pure excitement, and of course some great leadership from Kim and from the rest of our team, I made back the cost of our starter kit and then some, which blew my mind. I will say, I worked for it. I did definitely put myself out of my comfort zone at times, but there's no reason in this world to think that you could not do exactly the same or even more. So had this thing completely flopped, at least I would have had some great products, and it doesn't. I'm more excited about it now. I made back that money, and I just think that's something really to consider. It sort of nullifies the cost at the beginning. So I think that you are discovering Zyia at the absolute perfect time in our life cycle. We are on a very steep uphill trajectory. But, we've also had enough time that the company's kind of been through some of those initial bumps and bruises of that startup stage. The logistics, the supply management, the quality control, that stuff is pretty much all worked out. They've got established processes and training and recognition programs. I'll let Kim share some of that stuff, but before I get totally excited. But, and I'll be completely honest, in Canada, we are still a little bit more in that pioneering stage. We do have our big sister in the US looking out for us, and she's a pretty smart cookie. So I think the only real issue that we're having is we're selling so stinking quickly, we're actually exceeding projections, even the company being as optimistic as it was, but that is a beautiful problem to have. But our corporate leadership honestly has been so amazing, so transparent, and just willing to answer every little question, make changes as is needed. And that is so encouraging to, I've really felt like I actually get to have a voice in this. It's certainly, that's not always been the case in larger organizations that I've been a part of. So that part's been pretty cool. If you have any prior experience in sales or direct sales in particular, those early stages of this are exactly the reason that now is the time to get in. You look at companies like a Rodan and Fields, can you imagine joining a monster like that in their first 2 years? Or how about being one of Beachbody's first 5,000 coaches? By the way, they now have over 340,000 around the world. We have less than 2% of that. So the opportunity is amazing. And that's why this is going to be so effective. And out of the people I've talked to, honestly, I don't think I've had anyone tell me that they knew what Zyia was, but that's exciting. They say even in the States, it's maybe 1 in 10 that we'll talk to. And that's typically because they're also already in a direct sales company. So they're hearing about us, which is fantastic. But it's so good that we can build our business both in the US and in Canada. And I think with social media, it's making everything smaller. I've actually got a good friend that's living in Australia, and I'm sending her a pair of leggings because I love her. So pretty cool to think that those could be the first pair in Australia. But you can be that person in your community or around the world that just gets to introduce kind of a hot new line of activewear, and that's what makes this fun and exciting. So that's from a timing perspective. I think that's really important. And then support and resources. I would say we have a team culture that does not compare. I have been in sales for much of my career. And honestly, I was really considering going back to teaching or something else because of that comparison culture that I felt in other teams. I really do desire to work with people who support and uplift and encourage one another. And that's literally our mission. That's literally what we stand for. And that has been such a huge blessing in my life. That's not always the case in organizations like this. I get competition, and competition can be great. I don't shy away from it, but never at the cost of another teammate not making it, and that's been so amazing in this team. I've had incredible conversations with ladies all over, ladies that are not even part of our Revolution team, And every single time they've been excited to help, to share resources and ideas and just laugh at ourselves. I can honestly say that I do not feel any version of that icky, I got you competition or comparison with this team. And so, that's honestly been a huge blessing for me. It's literally, I feel like I've been handed a gold mine, and I'm excited to make the most of that. Organization, and that's pretty cool. Did I lose? There you are. Okay.
I'm back.
I would say so much of our culture too, it stems from our leadership team. Kim and Kelly have built huge direct sales organizations in the past. They know a thing or two about this training and these systems. And that gave me a ton of confidence signing on. I think it can be very simple. And I think that's really important. And at the same time, their leadership has been so flexible about allowing us to build this however we want. If it's online parties, if it's doing at-home sip and shop type events, if it's working with local businesses and gyms, I have not been told no once. And again, not an experience I've had in past sales organizations, but I love that. I love that I get to have ownership over how I feel most comfortable doing this. And I'll be honest, I usually come back around to going, okay, just keep this thing simple. Kim knows what she's doing. They have this thing boiled down. I just got to keep focused and just, she's helped me really keep myself grounded in what's going to actually get results. So our team is documenting and just all the company's best practices and housing them. We've actually got a really cool training resource called Zyia Threads, which is an online site. And it's really just there as a resource, for you to share with future team members and make launching and growing your business is super simple. So video tutorials, images, leadership development, you're going to find it all there, which is really cool. So yeah, I guess in summary, our team rocks. We submit or support and uplift one another. It's just been it's so funny to feel so close to so many ladies that I've not physically met, but just I felt such a community of love and friendship and kindness and encouragement. And so that part's, it's fun. It's fun to laugh. It's fun to learn together. So that and our leadership is amazing. So experience with the transparency that we've been shown, I think is so cool. As much experience as Kim and Kelly have had, I've always found they too have a desire to learn and to listen. And I think that's a pretty unique and humble combo to have out of a leadership team. So if you're coachable, if you're ready to follow a system that works, I think that we can be really confident that you'll be able to achieve whatever your dreams are, whatever it is that you're looking to get out of this process. So there you go, Kim.
Oh, thanks, Michelle. I love listening to you talk, Michelle. She's just making me think about how much I love our team and how much I do. Oh, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for what we have here. And I love the idea of even getting to share this with even one more person tonight. So again, I'm getting all mushy on you guys. So let's segue from mushiness into money. Okay, let's talk about the money a little bit, because you might be wondering, okay, how do you earn your income? Like, do you actually make real money? And I'm really excited to tell you, yes, we really do make very good money. The first way in which we earn money is through our personal sales. We earn personal sales commission on products that we sell, and that percentage ranges from 20 to 33%. We also receive a 25% discount on all rep orders. Now, you might be wondering about a sales requirement. We do have a minimum sales requirement of $300 in every 6-month period, which is not much at all. Most of us are wearing $300 worth pretty easily. So our sales requirement's very low. As far as how we earn that income, Michelle kind of alluded to this, but there are multiple ways to run your business at Zyia, and we really are all about finding the way that fits you, your goals, your lifestyle, your levels. Not that we don't believe in being uncomfortable. We think it's great to be uncomfortable and kind of push yourself, but we also think that it's really important to be realistic and work your business within the parameters of the time you have available and the resources you have available. That's why we do, as Michelle mentioned, we have in-home events, we have pop-ups at gyms and businesses. We have online events. And then some people do a lot of their business just through social media sharing. I am amazed at how much you can accomplish with a selfie in Zyia world. I have a lot to learn in terms of selfies, but it's really amazing how powerful they are. So we help people decide how they're going to earn that personal commission based on their personal sales through all of these different avenues. And many of us are dabbling in most of them. Now, don't think your sales are just coming from brand new customers, like every time you sell a pair of leggings is to somebody new, because the percentage of repeat business that we see is kind of mind-blowing to me. It's really surprising to me. And I think the main reason for that is obviously our Wednesday launch. Our customers fall in love with the product, you guys, and then they see that thing they love in a new color and they want it, or they share it with a family member, or they refer a friend to you. And there's so much repeat business. It's so fun. Now, a second way that we earn our income is through team building, which is probably the most powerful potential in a business like this. Stepping into a leadership role can be something you know you want to do from day one, or it could be something that just kind of organically happens. Either way, there are no parameters. You can grow your team as large as you want, wherever you want. How incredible that I didn't even know a Canadian 6 months ago, and now I know Michelle, and she's growing a team in Canada. And I mean, it's just mind-blowing to me that, you know, that's just the power of networking and the power of meeting people. And that is limitless in this business. You can do that anywhere as much as you want, or quite honestly, as little as you want. It's completely up to you. Okay, now the third thing, which I'll just mention briefly, because I could talk about it all day because it's so much fun, but this company does not mess around with prizes, you guys. I feel like I've been showered with things since I just started 5.5 months ago. I mean, an Apple Watch and a couple pair of custom Nikes. In December, there was a $1,000 cash bonus. Every single time you earn a promotion at Zyia, there's a cash bonus. The biggest one is $15,000, kind of mind-blowing. And we are all currently working towards an incentive trip right now to Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. It is so attainable, so doable. I promise you, if you join today and you call me and you say, Kim, I want to make that trip happen, I can help you make a plan. There is still time. It is still possible. And I'm so excited to be able to say that with confidence because the company has really set us up for success for that trip. So just know that there's no shortage in prizes and additional ways to kind of have fun earning income too. So that kind of sums up the money for you. If you have more specific questions, we're happy to answer them for you later. But after considering everything we've shared with you tonight with the product, the timing, the leadership support, the compensation plan, after hearing about our team culture and kind of that dynamic we've created within our team here at Zyia, if you feel like, okay, these might be my people, this might be my tribe, I might be ready to do this, then your very next step is just reaching out to the person who invited you to this call. And I want to take just a second and talk about that person who invited you to this call because it's kind of a special thing that they invited you. It really is. It's not easy to reach out to somebody who you're not sure if they're going to be interested in something, to reach out to them and invite them to learn more about it. It's not an easy thing to do. And you might wonder, well, then why do it if it's uncomfortable or hard? And we do it because we see something in someone, you know, we do it because we see something special, we see something desirable, we see a place for them. We want to work with them. I mean, if I invited you tonight, it's because I really think you'd be amazing to work with. And that's really such a compliment. So I guess I just want to give credit to the people doing the inviting and credit to the people being invited. That's a really cool relationship. And it always works out the way it's supposed to. You just kind of end up where you're supposed to be when that type of invitation happens. So we're just really excited at the thought of you joining us. And I'm sure the person who invited you tonight is too. So you might be wondering about some of the final like logistical details. Is logistical a word? I'm not sure, but the logistics. Okay, what does it cost to get started, right? Okay, how about that? That's a good question, right? You, a business builder or a startup kit with our company is $395 US dollars, 553 Canadian dollars. And in this kit, you basically get any marketing supplies that you would need, 5 of our top selling items that you get to choose in your sizes, and then a $200 gift card. It's actually 200 US dollars. It's more in Canadian dollars.
280.
280. Perfect. I'm so glad I have Michelle. I struggle with remembering the 2 sets of numbers. And then you're able to kind of customize your kit and buy whatever else you'd like to have with that gift card, which is really nice. It gives you some flexibility with the pieces you have from the get-go. Mm-hmm. From there, oh, hi. Oh, okay. Here's my little one. Okay. I love you. Good night, baby. Baby, I'm working. Okay. We want cold lunch tomorrow. How's that for good timing, guys? Okay, so from there, I'm sure most of you get that, right? Like, why didn't I lock the door? From there, the only expense that we actually have, this is actually a really important piece of information. We pay $15 a month, that's US 21 Canadian dollars a month, for our, basically it's like our technological fee for our website, credit card processing, our back office fee. It's just all rolled up into one. But here's the really amazing thing about it. Any month that you sell $600, that fee is waived and you don't pay it at all. So for most of us, I mean, we'll never ever pay that technology fee. Like, it'll never happen. It's just the only business expense we have waived by the company. So that's a really awesome piece of information too. And then finally, as a reminder, that sales requirement is just $300 every 6-month period to stay active. If you have any other questions about logistics or how getting started works, you could definitely just write in the comments and let us know. But I'm actually going to let Michelle close us out now. Take us home.
Thanks, Kim. Yeah, honestly, just want to reiterate a little bit of what Kim said. But first of all, thank you for joining us. I do, without being overly dramatic, I want to say I'm so super grateful that Kim was brave enough to reach out to me, and that whomever invited you, to pop onto this live event was brave enough to ask you, and that honestly, more than everything, that you were brave enough to take them up on that offer. I think it takes courage. Whether or not you decide to join this amazing team, I just want to thank you for being open-minded to hearing about it. I get it. Honestly, before I fell into my sales career 20 plus years ago, I never would have thought that I would do sales. Let's be honest, salespeople and direct sales organizations don't always have a great reputation, but I honestly believe that that's because of, or with people that aren't open-minded enough to hear and to learn and to ask questions about them. So I don't care who you are. I don't care what you do. We are all salespeople. We just saw an example of Kim being salespeople. It's sharing information. It's finding a need and it's filling it. And I will always say, you mamas out there are the best salespeople in the world. If you can manage to get your kids in the car or on the bus and have them dressed and actually have sandwiches with or without crusts, you have made a huge sale for that day. Because it's just, it's just about finding that need. It's about filling it. And there is really nothing different. I constantly remind myself, we're selling stretchy pants. I am not saving babies here. This is not hard. This is fun. And I think that's one of the biggest reasons that I decided to jump on, is just personally, I had a brutal health year this last year. And I knew that I needed to do something to make my health, my physical, my mental, my financial health a priority if I truly wanted to get to have the life that I know that I want to have. And this crazy stretchy pant thing was a fit on all fronts. And maybe my motives were selfish at first, but the more ladies and gentlemen that I get the opportunity to meet and to talk to about this thing, I think that we all need to be part of a community that reminds us, a little bit of self-care is good for us. And let me tell you, those light and tight leggings, they do a lot for my mental health around the tummy area when I hit the gym. So I know that sounds ridiculous, but if you have tried our product, you 100% get what I just said. Mm-hmm. And if you were thinking about this, heck yes, there's probably 3 boats that maybe you're sitting in. One is, yeah, let's do this. Sign me up. This is the thing. Then please reach out to the person that invited you to this. Get on a call, text message them, email. I don't care what you do. Just get a hold of them, and they'll help you get things going. It's super easy, honestly. Boat 2 might be, hey, I'm thinking about this. It sounds really good, but I've got a lot more questions. ask away. Like, do not stop asking questions until you are where you feel confident. Ask the person that invited you. Leave some comments here in this video. Private message anyone in this group. I am confident in saying that you will get raw, honest, real answers. We've got, you know, this sounds cocky, but we got nothing to hide. Like, there's just everything I have experienced in this company has been 100% integrity. So I think that part's beautiful. And if you're thinking, you know what, hey, maybe now's not the time. I really love the pants. They're awesome. That's totally okay too. It's really not a big deal, but I would encourage you, join, you know, the VIP group of the person that invited you. Keep watching, keep seeing those Wednesday releases, keep learning. And you know what? We'll be here when you're ready, and we'll be excited to welcome you in that way. So I guess to close off, on behalf of our entire team, just thank you for listening all the way to the end. That's impressive. And I hope I get to meet you in Punta Cana. So
yeah.
bye.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great night.